If you want to know what happened at church Sunday morning, come to church Sunday morning. There are a whole lot of folks lay at home waiting to call you and ask you what happened. Old Snake said, he that God will tell you he had no business at all conversing with a snake. You have a witness here? And since she was going to talk to the snake, she should have said, yes, snake, that's what God said, and she should have went on about her business. You see, you flee from the devil. But she should have went on about it, and Eve stood there like a fool, giving the snake an explanation. She said, snake, this is how it is. Do I have a witness? And what she was really saying was, well, when I answer your question, you tell me what you think about it. She said to the snake, God said that we can eat of every tree, of every fruit in the garden except the fruit of the tree that's in the middle of the garden. She said, snake, God said that if we eat of that tree or if we touch it, we will surely die. Old snake looked at Eve and said, Eve, do you really believe that? Y'all don't want to pray with me. He said to Eve, he said, that tree is in the garden with all the other trees. He said, that tree gets the same rain that the other trees get. He said, that tree gets the same sunshine that the other trees get. He said, it's planted in the same soil that the other trees are planted in. He said, it gets the same amount of fertilizer that all the other trees get. It gives off the same amount of oxygen and uses the same amount of carbon monoxide as the other trees. He said, how can you die by just eating fruit from that tree? He said, Eve, you ain't going to die. The snake said, Eve, come closer and let me put a bug in your ear. And the Lord told me to tell you tonight, you better be careful about folk who always want to put bugs in your ear. He said, Eve, that's not true. He said, you won't die. As a matter of fact, you'll be better off then than you are now. He said, you will be just like God. You'll know everything that God knows. Eve took a second look at the tree, and this time the tree didn't look the same. Her mouth got watery, her stomach started growling. She took some of the fruit and ate it. Then she gave it to her husband, told him to eat it, and you know what he did? He ate it. So don't you think that men just got here yesterday. You see, there are a lot of brothers who must do what she says do. The witness here, when Eve and her husband ate from the forbidden tree, their eyes came open. They saw that they were naked, and the Bible said they took some fig leaves and made themselves aprons. Long about the cool of the day, God came walking through the garden. Adam and Eve, the Bible says, went and hid themselves. God called Adam. I heard him saying, Adam, where art thou? I heard him saying, Adam, where art thou? Adam said, Lord, I heard you calling, but I was afraid to come because I was naked. God said, who told you that you were naked, and did you eat from the tree that I told you not to eat from? Adam said, yeah, God, but it ain't mine. fault. He said, that woman that you gave me the fruit, and I ate it. God asked the woman, he said, did you eat from the fruit that I told you not to eat from? Eve said, yeah, God, but it ain't my fault. She said, the snake tricked me and made me eat it. The side of God that we are used to would have been God saying, all right, Adam, and all right, Eve, go thy way and sin no more. But the other side of God said to the snake, no longer can you walk upright like other animals. You got to crawl on your belly for days as long as you live. The other side of God said to the woman, I'm going to increase your pain in childbearing. The other side of God said to man, well, brother, now you sure enough got to work. You got to work from your sweat of your hand and the sweat of your eyebrows, brother. Get out of here and go to work. I got to close here now, but Jesus remember when Jesus went into the temple, found men in the temple buying and selling, found men in the church using God's house for a gambling house, found men in the church without the church being in them, found men in the church selling doves for a profit. The side of God that we're used to would have been God stooping down on the ground, right? And he that is without sin cast the first stone. But the other side of God went in, throwing over temple tables and kicking people out, saying, my house shall be called a house of prayer. And you made it again a peace. So my brothers and my sisters, I got to leave here now. But somebody here tonight is wondering, what shall I do to keep from seeing the other side of God?